There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again, and then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
A lot of people look at us as robots who are just out doing a job, but everything we see and do affects us just like it does everybody else.
A lot of problems with first responders and veterans is that now we're in a battlefield that's very different.
I've lost more friends to suicide than I did in combat, and it really hurts.
When you push the human envelope to those maximum extents, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then you pull that plug, nothing prepares you for the silence. Nothing prepares you for that void.
You can't come that close to death without it having some effect on you.
I'll never forget my wife telling me, you know, you're not the same Brett that I married.
What War Horses does is it puts you in that environment to, in essence, look in the mirror. But that mirror's that horse. And that horse is going to tell you where you're at.
You got to relax. You got to calm down. You got to slow your mind down and just think about this one thing, controlling that horse.
The first thing we do before we get on a horse, we breathe. To let go of everything. Let go of everything in your head. If I don't let go of everything, I cannot be present with the horse.
It's magic. I just started crying. It was the first time in my life that I literally let everything go.
Compassion, generosity, love. All of these things trickle back into what it is to be a human being.
It's completely changed me.
All the confidence I had lost, it started coming back working with these horses. They've given me my life back.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy, had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar, a straight-up omelet bar. And now look, my former interns tossed a freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what the moments. That That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
On this 26 June 2023, riding in the gunner seat with me again is Messy.
What up, my friend? Cheers.
Yo, man. Broadcasting deep within the mountain complex or somewhere in the basement of the Pentagon. This is the Monday edition. My host. And of course, we got the mask man. Dude, it's like you're freaking. What's up with that, bro? Why you infiltrating WTF Nation Radio?
With the takeover, man. I feel like you guys just need a little more coasty inside of you.
That's what she said. That's what she said. Woo,
No,
buddy.
I've been on a run, man. 3 shows last week. I had to go buy more whiskey today. I ran out.
Yeah, man. Damn, bro. Glad to have you here as my rotating guest host. But so how's your weekend? What you been doing?
It's been quiet. Kids are at my parents' house, and wife is still in Texas. So I've been not doing a whole lot of fuck.
Okay.
No, yeah. So I'm still I'm finishing up a bachelor's degree. So I'm in my final couple of classes. So I'm just swamped in homework and shit, which is I'm way too old to be doing homework, man. That's so dumb. But I'm almost done.
Man, I was. How do I say this? How do I say this? I feel like I've retired after being in the military for so fucking long. I don't want to do shit like that. I figure, once you're retired, you've been in for a long time. Is it bad not to want to go to school? Is it bad to not to you just want to chill? I mean, I have bucket list things that I've always wanted. You always have those. Hey, I would like to get a degree, or maybe I should have done this, or maybe I should knock that. I feel like on the edge about that stuff, but I don't want to do it. Does that mean it's kind of not on edge, but it's like I've always I would like to have a few degree. People's like, well, I got 3 masters, and I'm working on my PhD, and I'm thinking, fuck, dude, do you ever work? Are you a full-time student? You know what I mean?
And no, mine is entirely for the work side of things. It was like next level up. I need the bachelor's finished.
Gotcha.
I've had the associates, and I had a year left in this. I didn't have that much, and I was like, I'll go ahead and do it. And but I'm a horrible student. I've been off and on at school since I was old enough to be in college, and dropped out, changed majors, all that collective stuff. So
yeah,
and I hate it. I mean, I actually like what I'm studying, but I'm never going to use it. I'm so far beyond the starting point of the career field that the degree's in.
Right.
It's just the piece of paper at this point. It's an audio engineering, and which, that's a young man's game. Starting off in audio engineering production.
I'm just like, no, but it's still good. Don't get me wrong. If you get into that, if you get into the right work, that's another thing too. Is that another pop culture no that we don't talk about? Because it's funny. You talk about pop culture, positive, happy-go-lucky shit with CQ sometimes when you're not rotating on schedule. But also, I like to talk about the dark side of pop culture sometimes that CQ doesn't talk about. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a lot of gatekeeping shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, how do I say this? I mean, dude, I'm not for lost words today. I've been drinking coffee. I've been busy and shit and all that. I'm currently redoing the studio. The studio is going to move, and a lot of packing needs to be done and all that. Collapse the studio and the science tank. It's just a bunch of stuff going on. I'll
be upgrading in a few months. We're moving to a new house. We're having a house built, and I'm actually going to have a dedicated space, so it won't
Yeah.
just be like a dark, jackhole of a bedroom.
You put some lighting behind you and get some of that
Right.
stuff. So that way,
You start feeling the shake. It's because I get really excited during the show.
yeah, exactly. Getting all kicked up. I feel like now sports bar's got it's saying not to want to go to school. If the Army taught everyone anything, it's that a CSM can get a degree while not being able to spell NCO. You're right.
It's true.
There, I mean, Matt Damon. I've seen Matt Damon on Team America. Matt Damon. It applies to CSMs. But stop pulling your punches when it comes to stuff because of C queer. Damn, dude.
Wow.
What's up with that, Pip? Why are you throwing that shit out? That's fucking mean as fuck. What are you doing, dude? I was in a good mood. You're all like everyone's already throwing fucking hate already. Damn.
Well, I hurt his feelings a little bit during the last episode. Anyway, I try to ruin a show just a little bit every time I'm on.
Are you talking about? You talking about CQ? You're talking about Pip?
Oh, yeah.
Pip and the fuck.
No.
Oh, okay.
CQ.
Yeah. So to go back to what I was saying, a lot of that stuff is like gatekeeping shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things a lot of it in Hollywood is that legit who you know. They don't want to fucking admit it either. They don't want to fucking admit. And then speaking with some of my friends in the biz, I like saying that friends in the business.
In the biz.
Friends in the biz. They'll admit, they'll tell you, there's some fucking gatekeeping going on, and you're like, fuck, dude, 100%. People can't get a shot, people can't whatever. The most absolute 100% badass fucking film writing, screenwriting, film, screenplays, whatever the fuck you want to call it, writers for films or TV show, always get. It's like right now we're currently wondering what's going on with all the Marvel movies and all the Disney movies that are just getting destroyed in the box office. And it's like, I get it. How do I say this? The first time around there was a live action Disney cartoon, that was fun. That was cool.
Right.
But now it's like it's just generating so much. I'm not talking about the controversies of who they cast or whatever.
Right.
I'm just talking about the fact that we got it. We got it. We got it. I'm so glad because I'm so glad that we have. Thank you so much, Disney, for rehashing the same fucking thing. And I'm so glad you're rehashing shit now. They're not good. They're not really like, okay, The Lion King. I think it was like that. Isn't that the first? Isn't that one of the first remakes? What was it? I think it was one of the
Jungle Book was. I think was the Jungle Book the first one out, but Lion King was shortly
after, right? Yeah. So those two nostalgic, and I think they have to pace themselves. They have to kind of like, dude, it's like fucking these movies are fucking getting turned out left and right, and you're like, Little Mermaid, fucking. Soon they're talking about Aladdin. They're talking about freaking all these other fucking movies that come out that were remakes, and they just sucked live action. It's almost like the nostalgia doesn't need to be you know what I mean?
Yeah. They lost their magic a little bit too with the live action, I think.
As far as what?
Just and some of it I think nostalgia is attached to it, but it's, I don't know, because they're fairy tales, right? They're much more, to me, in believable is not the right word. It's I don't know, it's more animation feels like a much better suited format for the subject material than live action.
Yeah. No. There's specific nuances that you could do with. There's different nuances that you have. That you have with the live action that you can't do on and some things that you can do in live action that of course a lot of it is CGI now because you can't, like you said, they're fairy fucking tales and they need. Thank you, Nathan. We need more Minion movies. The Minions movies are freaking class. Come on, how could you not? But those live action Disney movies, I don't like you said their magic gets a little lost and you're like, bro, we don't need to see 15 different versions. Because then, okay, look, Little Mermaid was made, Jungle Book was made, Lion King was made. 10, 15 years from now, someone's going to say, we need to remake that. We need to make that movie again.
But they're going to remake it animated, though.
Yeah, they're going to remake it now like how they do Clone Wars, like the 3D animation computer. Yeah. He's like, I'm just here waiting for the live action version of Song of the South.
Arenas.
Yeah, dude. See, that's the thing too. Is you can't freaking be. You can't be. What movies are you gonna make back? And then if you're gonna change the storyline, then you're gonna get what? Then what? Then you're gonna get a redone of another movie that was for nostalgia, because you know, if like specifically like the Alice in Wonderland, Winnie the Pooh, all the Brothers Grimm's tales, Disney didn't. It's not like on a whim. Disney's like, we created all this. No, they took those stories and animated them. That's why, you know, you see the memes with Winnie the Pooh and all those movies with Winnie the Pooh on there, and you can't, because Winnie the Pooh is, I guess, in the public domain now. No one person owns it. You could use it. You can get busted for having a version of it done like as a logo or shit. But are you really gonna freaking get mad because, you know, someone wants to see a cartoon version of Blazing Saddles?
I'm in for that. 100%.
See, that's another thing. It's like a lot of the individuals that did those movies right now, if there were someone, because some of them are past. Well, let's talk about Blazing Saddles. Would there be a cartoon version of Blazing Saddles?
Right.
And you're watching Blazing Saddles. If you've not seen Blazing Saddles from Mel Brooks, I would say do not watch it with this focus. Do not watch it with this lens of androids. I'm sorry, I've been like reading. I've been reading some stuff about androids lately, because I was reading a thread about Blade Runner and replicants and how AI and all that. I got in deep in the freaking AI / almost like, you know, waiting for, you know, Data to come out going, you know, I suggest you contact Starfleet Captain and fucking talk about his positronic memory or something like that. But anyways, but you want to see a film like that. Watch Blazing Saddles as it is right now. Just watch it. Don't try to say it's a woke attitude. Don't try to say it's insensitive. A lot of the, I guess you would say a lot of the cast, a lot of the individuals that acted knew that what they were talking about in some of the lines in Blazing Saddles and some of the comment, all that. Yeah. They would be like, y'all need to shut the fuck up and just shut up. You know, you just freaking
yeah. I don't know. I don't know who they could get to voice Richard Pryor's character, man. If they did that, that'd be hard to replace.
Richard Pryor wasn't in. Well, you got to remember that who produced and who did Blazing Saddles. I mean, a lot of the comedic icons,
right,
that were back in the day. They're the ones. Why aren't we talking about the reply all? It's because we're on a format there, Brittany, and we're gonna get to that, Brittany. How about you just sit back and enjoy the format of the show, Brittany? So Mel Brooks, I mean, you got to think about this. Is a lot of the individuals that, you know, Mel Brooks, you know, for the time, everyone was tripping out that he freaking did this movie, and
he pushed it hard.
And these comedic icons would be like, hey, dude, shut up. This is not a big deal. This is comedy. This is whatever. I mean, it's to the point now. It's gotten to the point to now, anything that's outrage, you're outraged about something. Everything's going to be outraging about everything. It's almost, it brings you to the point to where now, and I'm this way, I'm pretty sure everybody else is, numb. They're numb to it, and they don't give a fuck about what your feelings are about it anymore. They're just like, dude, I'm just breaking balls, Brittany. Okay, so don't get mad or start shit posting in there. I was just joking. I was just pretty. That's how I am, anyways. I never, you know, really go after an audience member. But if you want to be part of the show, I can help you out and bring you part of the show by saying, you know, give us a minute. That's the best part about WTF Nation Radio, WTF Moments. We interact with the audience to assist. As a matter of fact, Brittany, now you're part of the show, Brittany. Yay, Brittany. Outrage is played out. To the point to where you're so fucking numb, you don't know what to be outraged about now, because what's yesterday's outrage is passed over and passé from the new outrage.
I'm just outraged all the time about everything. Boy, I just stay outraged.
Well, I'm kind of glad that everybody's angry like me. I'm glad. You know, what's that thing on what's that movie? What was it? Fucking Avengers. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
Always angry.
Whole, you know, exactly. That's my secret, Captain. I would love to see all the outrage. I I'm like Emperor Palpatine, just watching the hate flow. I love it. Just be outraged. Exactly, Jackie. She's outrageous. Jackie just said, I'm outrageous. Just throw them.
Truly.
Throw the fucking outrage out. Truly outstanding quad levels of quantum outrage, to where you're numb to it now. I mean, legit. I'm legit numb to a lot of the fucking back and forth about everything and anything, because now it's like, oh my fucking God, yeah, we know, we see you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is all true.
Alex says, be outraged about animal cruelty. Fuck everything else. You damn right. Exactly. That's a good point, Alex.
Yeah. Animal
Exactly.
Cruelty. Those two things. Yeah. Everything else doesn't matter.
Yep. Exactly. It's animal cruelty and child abuse. That's what we should be fucking focusing on. Everything else, you know. Oh, and combating the homeless. There you go.
Combating the homeless?
Well, not combating.
I don't know if they can fight back very well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good. Shut up, man. English is my second language, damn it. Combating the homeless issue. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Homelessness. Combat, not homeless. I'm not going to sit there and have bum fights already. That's pretty fucked up. Okay, so everyone's talking about the freaking this fucking thing. This is going to be part of the story, and I was going to get to it but Brittany, here's your segment. Now's your time to shine, Brittany.
And scene.
There you go. Brittany, where are you at, Brittany? You're listening? I know you're listening. I see ya. So so today, some National Guard people really fucked up. A chaplain, as a matter of fact, decided to reply all.
Ooh, I did not hear this.
And did it. Okay, there you go, Brittany. I see her. She's right there. She's okay. Post, Brittany. Damn it. Anyways. And so there was this one chaplain that did something, and he replied all, and had several members of the chain in there too. So now we're counting up to, we're about 100. I would say some people are getting like up to 500 messages now, specific accounts, because this chaplain decided to. And now there is a right here. There's since I have the entire National Guard in my inbox. Does anyone need sharp training? I like to travel. Hawaii, sure, you're here. Yeah, it broke the internet. Exactly that. Yeah. So right now, currently, Nathan says at 400. Alex says he's at 600. We got something in the inbox. Somebody was at 582 or something like that.
Wow.
And another one's at 405. Yeah. So everyone's like, So anyways, this reply all thing. I love reply alls because when someone replies all, specifically in the military side, and they've sent something to the WTF Moments email or the WTF Nation email, we'll get it. And then once we get it, then we play along. Then we jump in. Then we reply all.
Like keep the love going, man.
Oh yeah, we do. Especially when we do blind courtesy copies. When we do the BCCs, we do that too. So we're just waiting for that reply all message to hit our inbox, because some of you individuals forget that you have us on a CC line, or hit reply all, and then everyone replies all. My favorite is the remove me from this distro. Somebody does that, I'm like, bro, you're not helping out. There's another one in here. Fucking Asias. Yeah, oh man, we do it. There's a CSM that posted that there's something, and of course, it's good to see Army leaders engaged in something like this, because soldiers need to know that their leaders don't have sticks up their asses, and they're good to go. So this one right here. What is this one right here? Let me look at this one. This one. We're looking for a bullet to capture this workload on my NCWR. Any suggestions?
Oh, fantastic.
Yep. I was talking highly about chaplains. Hey, but you know what? Chaplains are human too. They make mistakes. Yeah. Where's the other one that I saw? There we go. Here we go. This is the one everyone's talking about. Everyone's got blasted. Here's a CSM posting this. Every one of you have a GT score of 10. Yeah, that's the only time I've seen a Sergeant Major throw something on email that was like, worth it, I guess. That was funny.
Nice.
So congrats, CSM. You're on blast too. At least I was talking highly about chaplains. Yes, again, we're talking about chaplains. So, anyways, yeah. So there we go. Every one of you have a GT score of 10. CSM. Everyone's saying the CSM's out of 8th Army. We're not going to confirm or deny where the CSM is at. So, so currently, right now, there's a mass reply all for you just tuning in. Especially, we're now on Twitch as well. So, if you want to catch us, Twitch, Kick. God damn it, I'm getting my streaming. We're gonna get banned on Kick for shit talking about that. I'm just breaking balls, man. Just breaking balls. Yeah. So currently we're on. Here, let me show you. Let me show you what. Let's see it. So here we go. There we are streaming on Kick.
Man, look at that.
Oh, you look nice. You look good, dude. Look at that.
Thanks. So do you.
Man, look at that. So, there we are. That's on Kick. So if you go to Kick, the Monday edition, or you go to Kick / Sergeant's Time, or the Pop Culture Warrior, or the Sports Bar, or Friday Night Freedom, you'll see them shits. And there we are broadcasting right now. We got some viewers. Thank you for viewing. I think it was just us added to it, but I just want to.
Nice.
Yeah. So here we go.
Got to be on all the formats, man.
If you kick, you might Twitch. Exactly that. No, that's the problem. We weren't kicking on Twitch, so that's what we decided to Twitch somewhere else. Ooh, I'll cause some inter-service rivalry there between the two streaming services. I remember that PFC who retired, who emailed the entire army. How the fuck does someone do that? Well, believe it or not, on the global, if you're on an email system, specifically on Outlook, you have everyone's email address. And there is distro lists after the names, usually before beginning the names on the distro list. It'll say Army Command, or it'll say Army Commands, or it'll say whatever. I'm not saying that I'm poking around people's emails, but I'm just saying I was poking around other people's emails. And you can do it like that.
Yeah, and most of those distro lists aren't hidden and or protected. You can just hit go. Send.
You just look on those distro lips. God, dude, what's going on with me today?
I feel like the entirety of the senior command of the U.S. Army needs to know what I have to say right now, and you can just hit boom.
Exactly. I want to shit post and shit post in the Army, and I want to find out all Army commands or Army for. Yeah, they'll have it in there. No, right now everyone's like going, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
So, that's how. Oh shit, my B OPSEC. Yeah, don't worry about it. We don't care. Everyone's saying it's the 8th Army ECSM. So, when I was ETS, add every distro list and then email everyone on them. Greatest senior Army senior prank. I did that. I got on a distro list. Someone sent me the distro list to email an entire command during that whole memorial thing, whole memorial drama. So I was able to email all at once division size headquarters and all of their subordinate units, all 11 headquarters that they had.
Wow.
So
have you ever personally had any fantastic reply all snafus in
my Army career? Okay, yes, actually I did do that. I did. Well, my thing was that I didn't reply all to the command. I replied to the dude that sent it to me, who was on the originator at USASOC. They call it the ASOC net. At USASOC's U.S. Army Special Operations Command, there is this guy who is like the senior assistant to the division, to the command, to the senior leadership, to the CSM, and to the USASOC commanding general. And his name was I think it was like Dr. Pimble. His name was Mr. Pimble. So when you got a message from somebody and it said Mr. Pimble, we called it a Pimblegram.
Okay.
And so Mr. Pimble, when he sent that fucking thing out, I just went from the big army. I just came from the big army. And so I still had my hair to grow out and remove that high and tight that I had, because then I went soft, I went RSOF. So I had to go I went to special operations, and then I wasn't used to the way people communicated, because I was Mr. Big Sarge. I was Mr. Big Army, and I came from aviation, and I rolled right into that. So I'm sitting there looking at my email, and this Pimble guy was fucking emailing me all the fucking time. What I didn't know is Mr. Pimble was a fucking command like a command-wide email guy. Like he was the one that put out information.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Who's this fucking Pimble guy? Fuck, man, fuck. I just delete. Well, I replied to him. Not all. I replied to him. Who the fuck are you, dude? I can't remember. Something to that effect. What the fuck you doing in my inbox, man? You know, it's, dude, what are you doing? Why are you, who are you? What do you work for? And as soon as I sent that message off, I'd say within 15, 20 minutes, immediately my leadership got a phone call. And I got a phone call.
Of course, yeah.
And apparently I was not in briefed on this Mr. Pimble guy. And Mr. Pimble being the executive assistant to the commanding general's office.
He didn't appreciate him. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, he didn't appreciate who the fuck are you. And I was, fucking, what the fuck? You know what? They used to call me Angry Ken when I was more a junior ranking NCO. They used to call me Angry Ken. So I'd be like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is this? What the fuck? Who the fuck? Why the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, Mr. Pimble. Fuck you. That's
fantastic.
And everyone's like, dude, did you just send this email to Mr. Pimble? Like, what are you talking about? What the fuck you mean? Who's this Mr. Pimble guy? And well, you're gonna go see CSM. We're gonna say blah blah blah. So everyone made a big fucking again to me. I didn't know this guy was like an icon in the headquarters who's been there forever, and I didn't know this guy was involved in all this shit. You know, I didn't know who he was connected wise.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had the juice. You know what I mean? I didn't know.
No, I didn't know. Didn't know he had that BDE, man. Yeah.
No. I got called in my fucking commander's office and first sergeant's office, and the first thing I walked in is my first sergeant. I love this guy. Great guy. Great fucking mentor. He said out loud what I had wrote on the first line. So as soon as I walked in, first sergeant, you wanted to see me. Who the fuck are you, huh? Who the fuck are you? Hi, first sergeant. You're brand new to this organization. And you're already causing shit. I'm like, Roger, first sergeant.
Yeah.
Hi. All that's because great. Of Mr. Pimble. So then after that, every time somebody came in to, that I was serving that was new, like we get a new soldier that just passed the graduate of the Q course or came from the course or whatever, and they came in and they're like, oh, hey, whatever. And then they're working on the email. They go, and as soon as I hear, who the fuck is Pimble? I immediately run. Like, it's like slow motion run. No, stop.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I fucking, a lesson to me, I was only a buck sergeant when I did this. So it's not like I was a senior ranking guy that I knew who the guy was. So I fucking replied again with, and then I emailed him again of course, because he sets out anything that has to do with the command. The command's doing something, Mr. Pimble would send a Pimblegram. Mm-hmm. So then I fucking would just like, hey, sir, apologies, didn't fucking know, blah, blah. And then he called me up.
Mm.
Say, hey, sir, that's not how you address people here. And I know you, blah, blah, blah. And tell me a little about yourself.
Yeah.
I said, fuck it. I already got my ass chewed out. Fuck it. I got the CG's fucking office calling me up. Fuck it, I'll do it. To me, Mr. Pimble shot the shit. Talked about some stuff and said, hey, whatever. And he's like, hey, I understand, blah, blah. This is the way things are, blah, 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 blah. And that was it. And he was cool. He hung up the phone. And then there I was sitting there watching my fucking screen. Mr. Pimble, Mr. Pimble, Mr. Pimble, Mr. Pimble. This fucking dude. So that was my email experience. Never really had a big faux pas when it came to the reply alls. Exactly like Joe said. Pimble was around when Fort Bragg was named. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how Pimble was. Pimble has been it's like a regular. He's like he works for the command. So
yeah.
But yeah,
nice.
That was.
I only had one, and it was minor. It was all within the local. We had 20 people in the unit where I was at. So I had a reply all staff who had a email from our E6 who I was good buddies with outside of work. Whatever. And he had sent some super bitch email out to everybody. It was on copy, and I did a little reply all, and I was like, "Dude, your boyfriend used his teeth this morning. What the fuck's going on?" And that was a in the CO's office type of deal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the line with who the fuck are you, right? Who the fuck are you? it's like the same thing.
Yeah.
So. I'm just really glad that I didn't know. I mean, he's not in the military. He's retired, and so I just fucking. this respect thing because the way I saw it is, Heath, you guys had computers. Where I worked at the time, I was privileged to own a workstation to have. When I launched this email destruction to myself.
It's fantastic.
Alex says the best one when COVID era existed and we were mobilizing, we would have called if we were close contacts to COVID. I answered this guy and stated he asked me questions about PI, and then I said, yes, this is special so-and-so, and who the fuck are you? My first sergeant escort came to the barracks and asked, thinks it's funny to tell an E7 to fuck off. I said he never introduced himself, and I apologize. Such a great time. I've had that before.
Mm-hmm.
I've had somebody call me up before, not once. I think I'm like, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And one guy fucking tried to roll up exactly what Alex just said. Same situation. Whoa! Just screaming. I'm like, man, you better shut up, man. You better shut up. Who the fuck you think you're, motherfucker? Who the fuck you think? Who is this? And I guess this guy didn't know that I was.
Yeah,
he's like he may have been a big small town hero guy back in the day. Maybe peaked at when he was playing baseball back in, but I don't know who the fuck he was. And you don't fucking call somebody else like that. I pulled a reverse Mr. Pimble. You know how I said, who the fuck are you to Mr. Pimble? I was like, somebody was going off on me, and that's when I was like, okay. Oh, this is before. Oh, Alex, this is a no number. This was on a phone that. It was the tan phones, the old school tan phones, the government tan phones. So it just rang. It just ring. So I didn't know what the fuck it was because we didn't have caller ID. So next thing you know, fucking this guy wanted to fight me on the fucking drop zone. Let's go, bitch. Bitch. Shut up, bitch. We were just sitting there going back, and then finally clank, hang up the phone, and then I got another phone call back. Did you just same thing? Did you just tell a fucking staff sergeant, or I think it was a staff sergeant or a star first class? Did you just call him fucking staff sergeant and tell him to fuck off? He's a big bitch and go meet you at fucking St. Mir. Fuck him and you all this other stuff. Was this guy recording me? And then he told me who it was. I'm like, he didn't know what. I guess he said I sounded like somebody that he knew that he was kind of like breaking balls with. And I have that recognizable voice to him of one of his friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Likely excuse. He was just afraid of me beating his ass. I'm just kidding. But we we're cool now. I mean, we laugh about it now, but back in the day, it was pretty heated. I was like, who the fuck are you? I'm not your pal, buddy. Yes, right. I'm not your buddy guy. So there we go. Brittany, you good? We covered the fucking reply all and throw some of our own personal stories on there. Make sure we put a check off for Brittany. There we go. So this weekend, I real quick, I was talking about this weekend. So did you do anything crazy this weekend? Did you do any exciting stuff?
There is zero excitement in my weekend other than doing the homework thing. Like, change that. How about you though? How was your weekend?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. I was invited to attend, to not really chaperone, but be a buddy to Denver, Colorado.
Wow.
Where I was privy to enjoy the George Strait concert.
Really?
Amarillo by morning. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, George Strait. So I wasn't there at the concert. I was just like, they was hanging out with Spanky, TZ, and some friends. Yeah. It was a good time. Well, the thing was that they called this the Bitches Road Trip. This is apparently We Are Trouble When We Are Together, and I was Bitches Road Trip 2023. Well, I'm not a bitch, right? I'm calling them. They call themselves bitches, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm not a bitch. So they got T-shirts made up, and I was they got T-shirts like that. So here we go. Apparently.
Nice.
That's the shirt. They all had shirts made up for them for the Bitches Road Trip. The bitches, they love visuals. So, anyways, and that's a Doc Madness fucking quote there. I need to pull up. Matter of fact, I should pull up a Doc Madness fucking thing about bitches. Because Doc Madness, man, he's fucking hilarious. At any rate, so I got they invited me up, hung out, Airbnb, chilled out. So there I am, hanging out with 4 bitches.
Was that anything to do with the shirt you're currently wearing?
That is exactly the shirt. The reason why I'm wearing this is because they said they got all these tie-dye and looking stuff. And for me, because I'm ice, as who I am, and I like to fight or whatever, they wanted me to keep me out of trouble. And they said, if lost, please return to bitches. And I told them, you know what? I will wear this bitch shirt because you guys said You guys I appreciate it. So shout out to the bitches that I hung out this weekend. It's just funny to say that because they were like literally owning that shit. They were owning the bitches. So I just thought it was fucking hilarious.
Nice.
But anyways, yeah. So I got the bitches. I got the bitch shirt. So
nice.
That's all I can say. I got the bitch shirt, so I got to wear if lost, please return to bitches. So you just imagine everyone fucking like looking at me funny, you know, because I was wearing this earlier, and people were like, "What the fuck?" You know, people are like, you know,
any of them.
Yeah,
any of them.
yeah. I'm trying to find where Doc Madness says the bitches love visual, because he always was the ones like the bitches they love visuals, and he was. It's all about the visuals, man, and so I gotta look for that. So that way I can. But anyways,
so how was the show?
It was so cool because I was able to. I did not have to worry about attending the concert because I could hear it from where we were able to hear it in off the balcony from where we're at. So
nice.
I had to worry about any shit.
You have to go through all that.
Yeah, I didn't have to deal with people. I didn't have to deal with anybody. There was a couple of there was a couple of bands that came out that I was like, oh, what, you know, what do you talk? What's this about? And then I like, all right, well, sure, whatever. And I was able, you know, we were able to hear the fucking music, and I was fucking good shit. You know, I had a great time. Of course, you know, George Strait is George Strait. He's so. Yeah, he's a legend. So how could you be pissed off about, you know, not being able to not hear George Strait? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
you and the bitches hanging out.
Me and the bitches. Hey, yeah. Well, the bitches went. Yeah, the bitches went to the fucking. They went to the concert. Minus one bitch, and so this is how close we were at the show. Let me post that up. So this is how close we were.
Oh wow!
So it's like literally across the street from the stadium. It's like we're like a half a block away, and half a block away, and freaking, and then right there where where you saw those two pillars, you know, give it all we got tonight, baby. So literally it was so loud, and the weather was so nice, and it was nice and clear. The sound traveled perfectly. You did not need to buy a ticket. You can actually hear all the stuff. I think George Strait was a lot louder anyways than all the other bands. The other bands were like just like, I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck else was playing. I was just like, what, George Strait? I'm cool.
I mean, he's no Taylor Swift, but he'll do in a pinch.
Careful, man. If you say Taylor Swift 3 times, man, the fucking Swifties will come after you and get mad about whatever relationship drama she's going through and say it's your fault that, you know, probably had something to do with it. So I gotta keep it down on the Taylor Swift stuff.
My bad.
I'm just kidding. But it was a great show.
Yeah.
It was a great show. And then, you know, the bitches came back and we were all hanging out and shooting the shit, and then that was it. The weekend was done.
You had a way better weekend than I did. Goddamn.
It was fun. Good time. Ate some tacos, you know, had some, it was just it's good shit. Oh, I will say this. There was a story. Let me tell you a story. So I'm looking for overnight parking, right?
Right.
And stuff to park and all that shit. And I was like, fucking parking for like 100, like I said, because we all met. And look what you made me do would play exactly. That's what fucking Alex is saying. So because we all met together in Denver, I was looking for overnight parking and shit. So I'm like, yeah, let's fucking do that shit. So looking for overnight parking, couldn't find it. Some places were like fucking $116.
Jesus.
For overnight. Some places were like fucking $60 for the night, but just for the venue, but you had to leave and it wasn't overnight. And then that's why I said fuck it. Parked in front of the Airbnb, right? And no big deal. Matter of fact, I had TZ with me, and we were like scooping out the place, we were getting smokes and all this other shit for the show prior to the concert. And there was across the street, there was like a specific sign that says no parking on Saturdays, no parking on Sundays, no parking Monday. It was one of those big, confusing, almost like how New York and Chicago. Well, I've never been to New York, but I see pictures of it. Those big city, no parking signs. It's got like, you need to have the Rosetta Stone and the fucking degree in math to fucking figure out what the hours you're actually authorized to park.
Right.
Now, mind you, I was like, fuck, I'll go find a fucking place and blah, 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 no big deal. So we're going to go get some dinner, go get some tacos. I was picking up some chow for the, for after the after party, after celebration concert.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to say, I'll get some food to go. So me and TZ walk over to the fucking, we're about ready to walk over to the taco place. We walk over to the taco place and I look at the vehicle and I'm like, oh, look at these vehicles on the side of the road. I'm like, oh shit, they all got like they look like they got tickets. Damn it. So I fucking went over to my ride, grabbed it, pulled the freaking, yeah, exactly that. That's right, Alex. What's up with that, Denver? No freaking veteran parking spots? You must hate vets. You say fuck the troops. So I opened up the ticket and I'm like, wait, $75? Wait a minute, hang on. $75. I pay $75 and I leave this overnight as long as we're gone by noon, because the parking was you couldn't park there from noon to 9 p.m. And I'm like, wait, I'll get to my fucking on my phone here. I was on shit. All I gotta do now. Perfect. So basically I told TZ, I was like, fuck this. I'll just leave my truck. Just leave it. Just leave my fucking ride. Yeah, just fucking leave it there. And so it was cheaper to get a ticket for a parking violation than it was to pay for any venue parking, to include the overnight. Denver cop, I'm going to bust you out, by the way. The Denver police, I swung by one parking garage and I was like, hey, y'all got like freaking, you have overnight parking? Yeah, we do, but you have to pay double. Like, what do you mean? Well, you pay for like $6 an hour, and it's doubled over the weekend if you're doing it after it's closed. I'm like, huh? Right. He's like, yeah, we'll close the parking facility will close at midnight, and then you'll get paid double additionally to the other incurring costs after midnight, and we'll give you a ticket. So I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, fuck that. I'm not parking there then. And he just looked at me and shrugged his shoulders. He's like, oh, wow. So then I was thinking, I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, dude. Instead of paying almost $200 or almost $100, I'd say I did the Jumpmaster beer math, Coast Guard math. And I was like, wait a minute. If I just pay this fucking parking ticket, $75, I'll save me some fucking cash. I'll save me some cash instead of spending over $100 overnight. So fuck it. I left my ride there. Left my vehicle there and didn't give a shit. Give me another parking ticket. I'd have been it still would be cheaper than venue parking.
Yeah. The only downside is you're contributing towards, municipal costs. Or that's a positive, I guess, helping out the city of Denver all at the same time.
Same time. Yeah, exactly. I'm contributing to the community. As a matter of fact, as soon as we got back from getting tacos, because then I got, we got food, we drank a couple Tecates, and then fucking, got some chow for the rest of the crew to come back. So after the concert, they all had food. So I was on, I was there. I was Sergeant Major. I got to fucking make sure to take care of troops, had to make sure they were all fed. So I'd freaking go there and walk by the vehicle again. No ticket. I'm like, fuck yes. And by then it was already past the window time, the block of time for you to get, so I was fucking like, hell yeah. So, PZ just said he just checked his government cell phone and he has now over 700 emails. Damn.
That's amazing. See, God does provide miracles for all of us from time to time.
Oh, you want to go to religion? Is that what it is?
I'll always shit on religion, man. Bring it on.
Oh, snap. Damn. So you're saying you're not religious then? What's that go? Just take the First Sergeant's Reserve parking sign from Fort Carson and put that shit in a pole into their stadium. Ooh, you know what? I didn't think about that. Or Sergeant Major parking, or First Sergeant parking. I have to take Sergeant Major parking.
Yeah.
So
something have I ever told you about my handicap tag that I have on my car?
Do you have a handicap tag?
I do have a handicap tag.
Go on.
So in anywhere I move, I usually don't get the veterans tags. Well, let me phrase it. I don't do like the big show veterans discounts, all that shit.
Right.
But I always do with my driver's license and with my tags, because in the South, it goes a long ways for not getting pulled over or traffic violations.
I can see that.
And when I was in Alabama, they have a disabled veterans tag, and it's not a handicap tag. It just says disabled.
Yep. I've seen those. Yep.
They have a disabled. So when I got my tags here in North Carolina, it's like, hey, do you guys have a disabled vets tag? They're like, yeah, you got to take your letter into the whatever department and bring it back to us. Blah blah.
Gotcha.
Well, they gave me it's a partially disabled tag, but it's actually a handicap fuck, it's got the handicap stamp on it.
No shit.
And
Okay.
in North Carolina, I don't think that you're supposed to park. I think you're supposed to have like a placard or whatever, but in most places you have a handicap tag. They don't know or don't care. And I'm not a monster. I don't use it for stores and things like that. But I was at a hotel. I was traveling for work and there was no parking. This garage was completely full. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. But on the first floor, right by the elevator, there was a spot open. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna be that guy. And
But see, that's the thing, man. You bring up a good point because I know exactly that. There's DV tags, there's the Disabled Veteran tags, and then there's like the holy grail of tags, which is the DV tag with stamped with a fucking handicap symbol around it, right?
Yep.
And you can have. I heard that you can park. Yeah, exactly like Joe said. You can park with a DV tag in the handicap spot. Some states don't allow that. Some states require that you have. It's got to have the handicap placard no matter what. It doesn't. They don't care if you got DV on it. They don't care if you're willing.
This has the handicap symbol stamped in the fucking tag.
There you go. That's it.
Rearview mirror placard, but I got the tag.
That's the author. Then that's authorized. That's legit.
So I feel like I don't abuse it. I don't abuse it. I feel like it's a superpower that I have now.
You shouldn't have. You should, but see, that's the thing. You shouldn't have to have that. I think if you have a DV tag, period. If you have a Purple Heart or DV tag, bam, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I get it. But there's other people that are legitimately need to walk.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So
correct. Right.
Like if the parking lot's full, like at a store, I'm not going to be that asshole. Right?
Yeah.
Because
right.
I can walk in just fine. But in that situation where I could get on an elevator and go straight to my room, or I can park outside in street parking and walk through the rain and all that shit, I'm going to be the
No, that's okay. No, you're good. You're good.
But I was surprised. Like I got it. They said like, yeah, we got you your PD tag and send it to you. And I was like, okay. I got in the mail. I was like, what the fuck is this? I felt like I had like gotten some type of naughty little secret to keep to myself. But yeah, I got it. I got the disabled vet tag, man.
I'll be honest, that's kind of fun. I think that's kind of fun. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's kind of now. That's a good topic to discuss though. Is that some people think that that's abuse? Like if you get a DV tag or you get any VA ratings whatsoever, if you get any type of VA, if you have that type of, there are individuals that are fucking haters that look at you, when you walk out,
100%.
and they're looking at you like they're judging you. You don't look too disabled.
Yeah,
you don't look like you look like you can walk just fine. And I mean, I'm on the fence too, like that, like you. Like if there's an opportunity for me to snake into a veteran parking, I'm gonna fucking take it.
Yeah.
And the reason why, and I don't want to sound combative to my or increase the civilian military gap there. If you're part of the 0.45% that joined the military, I think we should be able to fucking park wherever there's a designation for us to park. That's just me.
Yeah, I got you. But I just wrestle with it internally, just being the asshole that's taking a handicap spot with somebody that I can walk.
Right. Well, I mean, I have seen some old timers that like, bro, you just better need to park. You don't be fucking driving in this damn parking lot. You look like you're too old to park anyways. Right. You better fucking just park. If I see an old timer and I see somebody in front of me, I will just go ahead. Yep. I have the respect. I can gut it out a little bit, because most of my pain and injuries and stuff like that, disabled, is it incapacitated me now? Nah.
Right.
But if you got the DV tag and you have fucking the placard on there, nobody should be coming up to you saying, you better, what are you disabled for? At that point, you should just like shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of the smug mill Twitter people are like that. Mm-hmm. They like they like to judge you. A lot of veterans. There's some vet on vet crime and hate when there's something like that. Like, bro, just because you didn't do what you were supposed to have done to get the VA scored away, or maybe you did, or maybe you didn't, but it's not my fault, man. It's like, don't hate on me because I get to park in the handicap side.
Well, see, I was med, and then here's the thing though. But I was med boarded out with a bipolar diagnosis. I was like diagnosed bipolar disorder. They're like, all right, you're the fuck out. And then it was a 70% rating, just straight out the door. And so.
Was it a med board? Was it a medical board?
Yeah, med board.
Okay, so you were part of the idea. So you also get some retirement money on top of that too, right?
Nope, just the VA.
Just the VA.
Because it was a medical retirement. Yeah, it was med board out. Involuntary. It was honorable, but involuntary discharge from medical.
Yeah. So you had that though. I mean, if you'd been up to 20, you'd have been able to get the retirement too.
Yeah,
so.
I would have been able to get retirement.
But still, I don't judge. I don't judge. I don't judge anybody for, like, if I see somebody.
Sorry, I have I have the stream pulled up tonight on the side of YouTube, so I can see some of the comments. And I just read Phil Leach's.
Oh yeah, I just tell people that I go, yeah.
Yep.
I tip with that I got the scar across my face from too aggressively eating out their mom. This is an 18 plus show stream, but however, I'm not saying that, you guys can talk shit. I don't give a fuck.
Oh man, sorry, I got distracted on that, but yeah.
No.
So I have the tag. So if in certain situations, like in yours and that, I would have absolutely taken a handicap spot in that situation. Yeah, my selfishness will override a lot of things.
Yeah, well, again, it's if you're authorized to have it, you got the fucking tag, and you got all the appropriateness.
Yeah.
You have all that stuff that you're authorized to have. Fucking yeah, dude, wear it, do it, go for it.
I was working at the University of North Carolina in Charlotte here a few months ago, and I had to be on site. And you're supposed to go through and register your car with the school and all that stuff to get the parking. And I was like, I'm only here for a day. I don't have time for this. So I parked in a handicap spot in by one of the sports complexes and got a ticket because I wasn't registered with the school, not because I was in a handicap spot. And I called him up and it was like a $100 ticket. It was stupid expensive. And I was like, I'm a disabled veteran. Are you guys really going to give me a ticket? I had to come on site to do some stuff today, and you're going to get me in there. Sir, we're so sorry. Sir, we're so sorry. I was like,
yeah, I've never really flexed that whole I'm a disabled veteran thing too, because I'm kind of like, I almost feel like sometimes it's overdone. I mean, you know what I mean? Because there's some, in other words, seeing other veterans get stupid and rant in their trucks about shit, then I feel like I'm like one of them if I complain about it too.
100%. I just didn't want to pay like $100 ticket.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's just like, for me, it's just like, shit, man. I don't want to fucking sound like, do you know who I am? I don't want to be like that, but. Right. Somebody looks at your tags and they get mad at you're like, whatever. But again, I feel like, again, brother, hey, don't just fucking wear it. Yeah. Go out there, park all up with the bitches, man. Fuck it. I'm just saying, man, because you legit veterans need to get that stigma off themselves of having those entitlements and those benefits given to you. And that's not you specifically, but other veterans. It's like, they don't, hey bro, you gotta fucking, did you know that you can, I got some other friends that too, that when they want to register their vehicles, some states, if you are a disabled veteran, you don't have to pay plates. You don't have to pay for your plates.
Yeah.
You just pay for the admin fee, whatever the fuck it is. It's like, I don't know, $8-9 in some states. Some of it's just free. And they're like, oh, I don't want to like have to show them my VA thing. Bro, shut the fuck up. Some states have some crazy ass vehicle taxes for registration. Yeah. It'll trust me, man. Especially when you get out, especially when you're as you're retired, that every penny counts.
Yep.
So,
and like I said, if you're in the South, like having a vet tag goes a long way for getting speeding tickets and pulled over and things like that too.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's some places like that. It's the Midwest, the South. Yeah. You ain't gonna get that shit in the upper fucking upper north. You're gonna be
like, Virginia up, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're like, we don't care. We want your money. They don't give a shit. They'll tax the fuck out of you when we're long gone, and then wonder why you didn't pay your fucking tickets for a. You should have updated. Okay, Mr. Veteran, how come you didn't register your vehicle again? DV. Blah, 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 blah. So I guess it goes back and forth to the veterans are kind of cautious and getting those. But man, flex that shit, man. Like that one meme about the flag. Spangle all them stars when Betsy Ross was sewing up the stars in the flag. Spangle them bitches. Put all the stars, man. All that, you earned that shit. That's like I said. It's like It's the game, because at that point, once you're out as a veteran, you're on your own. Unless you have a small community that, like you, somebody do too much to help you out with how to get your benefits knocked out and shit. So let's do a check. Let's do a check on that fucking email thing. There you go. Hang on. Let's go here. Bam! Look at that. Oh snap!
Wow.
And of course, everything that's got a reply all on there says, please remove me from distro. Remove me from distro. Please remove me from distro. Stop the reply all. Stop replying all. Happy Monday. If someone can identify the sender, that would be awesome to stop this. Please remove me from distro. Stop replying all. I love how they say, Stop replying all, replying all. Just don't fucking reply. That's how you end the cycle.
Yeah.
Just don't reply. Just delete.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Look at that shit. That's glorious. All right, we're going to take a break right quick. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Refill my glass here and my mug, my coffee mug here. And then I'm going to try to find them bitches fucking stinger. I think I might have... I'm trying to find the bitches. They love visuals. Only because the bitches, you know, the bitches over the weekend. Hanging out with bitches. I recommend everybody spend a weekend with bitches.
The only bit I spent the weekend with is when I looked in the mirror.
All the mom jokes are flying out too. I love it. All right, we'll be right back. Shouts.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. If that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much gonna be me sitting there talking shit, like, constantly.
Nothing feels the same. Left it all behind.
Well, it definitely is all about the visuals, although pretty sure it's illegal.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
The bitches, they love visuals.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Why are you dropping that shit? It's the goddamn time. Yeah, and next on the stage, it's please welcome Diamond. Welcome to WTF Radio Strip Club Entertainment for you guys, and welcome to WTF Nation Radio and US Army WTF only adult entertainment. Welcome to the stage here. It's Whataburger time with Diamond. Oh man. Anyhow, so I found those stingers. With Doc Madness when he was talking about the bitches, so I had to throw it in there. There we go. Hang on.
The bitches, they love visuals.
They love visuals. The bitches love visuals. That's right. They even give you a T-shirt too. Oh, it glows in the dark too. Check it out. That glows in the dark. Ooh,
oh, nice.
Man, look at that. Glows in the dark. Whataburger time's only for Sergeant's time tonight. Is it's either Cafe Abustello or Stocking Mill Coffee. I have to restock on Stocking Mill Coffee, but currently, yeah. No booze mixed tonight with my This is non-alcoholic.
I'm not mixing, so if you have the two of us together, it's mixing, I think. So,
it is. Oh, hey, what's up? Friday Night Freedom has joined us on Kick. What's up? I see ya. Hey, yo. What you doing? Anyhow.
I had a good time with Kaz on Friday night, by the way.
I was about to say, man, Kaz's show is like, somebody said, can you describe all the shows and what's the, how do you describe all your shows? So I was like, the Monday editions was, news with a veteran focus and blah, blah, blah. Tuesday is a veteran look at pop culture and blah, blah, blah. Wednesday is the squad leader, blah, blah, blah. Sergeant's time is the senior level. And Friday Night Freedom is and they're like, well, don't you talk about other stuff? I said, yeah, but it's more of the running the gamut of, freedom stuff. You talk about, we talk about they talk about the Constitution. They talk about certain rights. They talk about some little politics and news and stuff. So it's like, it's kind of hard to, Pip says controlled chaos. It's hard to, it's hard to describe all the shows with their formats, but they all got a pretty decent format already. Yeah. So it's not like, it's like you just saw. You went on board and did his show, and you were good. You knew exactly what they were talking. You know what the theme was, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's like freedom shit. We're talking about the Second Amendment, the First Amendment. We're talking about the taxation is theft show. Exactly that, Pookie. Oh yeah. Hang on. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're rocking with the taxation is theft show with below the stage next we have Pookie and throwing them dollar bills as Cause. Yeah, baby. I'm just kidding.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's the taxation is theft show. I mean, I like Cause's Cause has that. His voice is like, I don't know. That's how he talks. It's not. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do radio voice. Me, I kind of elevate my voice. I mean, if I really wanted to talk like this is how I talk most of the time and all that stuff. So in order for enunciation and to project my voice, I usually raise it up a little bit more with a little bit of and I'm already hyper as it is. So
Yeah. See, I talk like I have dicks in my mouth on and off the mic, and so it's just a constant garble of mush mouth. Is all that's.
Okay, hey. Is this Pride Month? Anyways, wait, I don't want to get canceled and shit because we can't joke. Everyone has a sensitivity to anything you can say. So, real quick, I wanted to talk about now that we've gotten Pookie, man, I love his shows. When he gets on there, How many times can you tax $1 before you owe? Holy shit, what are you talking about? It's almost like the whole dollar sometimes. In some states, and let's talk about this. In some states, they have like when you buy a car, since we're on the topic of plates, when you buy a vehicle, you buy a vehicle and you have to pay the sales tax, right? And then you pay sales tax. So you pay tax, title, and license is what they like to call, real quick, TTL, tax, titles, and license. Yeah. So you do that, pay tax, title, and license, and then a year later, after your registration is up, it's time for your registration. Then all of a sudden they hit you with like $600 or $800 of ad valorem tax on your shit. Like that's how it is in North Carolina.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's stupid as shit. You hit that like almost $500 to register your vehicle on top of paying like, I don't know, about $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
So
that's what I missed about Tennessee, man. It was like $75. Register the car. It's good to go. No income tax. $75 register the car. It was a good deal.
Where was this at?
In Tennessee.
Oh, in Tennessee, yeah. Other states.
I mean, you're paying like 10% sales tax, but I can control what the fuck I buy.
Yeah, exactly. But when it comes to a car, once you pay the tax, title, and licenses from purchasing a vehicle, then that's it. The state should have gotten their cut. That's their cut. To continue to hammer individuals, and this also perpetuates a lot of situations with poverty too. Some individuals who worked hard to get their fucking job, just barely scraping by, finally have enough money to scrape up to get a reliable fucking vehicle, brand new. Like say they want to get like a Honda or a Nissan Altima, something a little small that they want. They can't afford to renew the fucking tags because they didn't expect to have the taxes on that vehicle to be an additional it's almost like another car payment to some.
Yeah.
And on top of, already on top of their car payment. It's like,
yeah,
dude, what the fuck?
I know people, they have to save all year just to renew their tags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got it. I know people like that too. I always felt that you should have like a flat tax. Like it basically, I know in the state of Florida, you'd only pay, I think, for whatever vehicle you have, and it's based on weight, not the tax of the vehicle. So like if you have a car, it's so much. If you have a motorcycle, it's only so much. If you have a truck, like a pickup or something that's like still Class C and not part of like a big rig, that's not really a big rig, then there's like a little so and it's not expensive.
Yeah.
It's not if you were worried about expenses being expensive, then you pay, like you said, save, $5, $10 here, $5 there, and it's not too bad. But right. you already have those taxes. North Carolina's fucking worse, dude.
Dude, it's awful. I had no idea when I moved here. I had an idea, but I had no idea.
Yeah, it's like and to also we're friendly to veterans. We don't tax your retirement. We don't tax this. We don't tax that. If you have that DV thing, free tax. You should have free tax. You should not. And also, I mean, I wouldn't even have to make this exclusive to veterans. I think we should just have straight up like a flat. If I was running for office of any state, and I found out that the state taxes were doing that to people's cars, I would move to whatever office that is responsible for that. Like say it's a governorship or say it's part of the legislature. Then I would run for that. I'd run for that fucking office. I would say, vote for me, and you won't have to pay fucking vehicle taxes every fucking year when you've already paid a vehicle tax when you bought it.
Right.
Like what was it Jackie just said? You're paying taxes on taxes.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you pay fucking fuel tax when you're pumping your gas. And then on top of that, you pay, you're paying taxes on your fucking vehicle when you change the tires, or you're paying for, oil change. Heath said that when he bought the 1992 GMC Sonoma in 1992, his first Mississippi tag was $1,200. Damn.
That hurts.
Oh, that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Okay, so right, I just want to get that out of the way because it's kind of frustrating to me. I have people that I know that they're struggling to fucking pay their vehicle, and then they just don't pay it. They just say fuck it. Either I don't mind. It was almost like me in the situation with the parking garage. Do I want to pay a ticket on the fucking side of the road for $75, or do I want to pay more, double that, and fucking doing that? So people won't pay their fucking tags. People just say, hey, just go ahead and fucking just give me a ticket for bad tags, and that's it, because I can't afford these fucking taxes. Yeah. So I would run for office, do that, make it a flat tax.
Yeah,
make it flat tax. Not only a flat tax, but that's it, and that's it. And if you're a veteran if you're disabled and you got the placard and yada yada, not so much an incentive, but free tax.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, veterans spend money other than just tax. So I'm pretty sure if you have a state that you would propose that legislature to say, hey, you're a veteran, you don't have to pay tax.
Yeah.
If you served, you show us your DD 214, you'll pay like a minimal charge. You know, if you
pay for the medal, you pay for the medal for the tag.
Yeah, exactly that.
Oh, the cost of production.
What they usually call that like an admin fee or processing to build the tag. Yeah. Which in some states is done in a prison, but anyways, that's another story. I'll have to get with Pop Culture Warrior to get with Felicity Huffman to see how many plays that she made when she was in prison. For all that. Anyways, so let's talk about Russia. Let's talk about Russia. Okay, so yes, we were going to talk about it.
Dream vacation destination.
Yeah, dream vacation destination. Let's go to Moscow. Yes, go to Moscow. Yeah, right. Well, you'll fly out of a window. I guess they had a little bit of rebellion going on over the weekend.
I heard
over the weekend.
A little bit.
Had some things happening. Vladimir Putin, and we're banned anyways in Russia and Belarus, so fuck them. China, you could hear us still because you always like sending your bots at us.
East Taiwan, right?
Yeah, East Taiwan.
Or West Taiwan.
West Taiwan is China and East Ukraine is Russia.
Yeah, there we go.
So I guess Putin got pissed off and called all these guys who were a member of the Wagner, whatever you call it, Wagner, the Wagner group. They're like the fucking Russian version. It's like when you order a fucking Blackwater from Wish. You know what I mean? It's like a really fucking. But anyways, these dudes fucking tried. They said fuck it. Prigozhin, the guy's name, who's the chief of Wagner, accused the Kremlin of launching rockets on those guys' position.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, fuck this. And he took over a fucking town and fucking started shooting down fucking helicopters and jets. He shot down, dude, the Wagner Group guys fucking shot down a Russian version of, they call it the Doomsday plane. It's the plane that's got all the command and control shit. That way, in the event, it's what the Secretary of Defense flies in. The big white 747 that we have. Well, they have, I don't know, some jalopy ass IL something, whatever. I think it's like Ilyushin 76. My Russian's kind of scratchy right now, but shot down one of the command and control planes, shot down like, I don't know, 3 or 4 helicopters, and they're like, hey, just go back to the front lines. And currently, I think it was 4 hours ago, Russian troops were shooting at Wagner convoys. So it's like, what the fuck's going on? Putin says they're traitors.
Yeah. But it's short-lived, right? I mean, it's kind of all like squared away now, supposedly.
Well, see, that's the thing. Prigozhin said that, no, this wasn't a rebellion. This was only a protest.
Yeah, well, Soviet Russia, they protest you.
In Russia, they protest you and launch rockets at your vehicles. So put on my SIOP hat. Oh, hang on. Somebody said, hang on. Somebody they got like 7 kilometers. They were like almost 300 kilometers. They were so close to Moscow that they stopped.
Yeah.
So we'll recap that in a minute. Somebody saying me to put my PSYOP hat on. What are the chances to say a spooky guy from a Western country approached a Wagner guy and try to cultivate a resource? Not saying that we've not been involved in stuff like that. We could go to the Syrian rebels or the Mujahideen in Afghanistan. I'm not saying we've not participated in like activities, but I've been kind of disconnected from that world for a while that I could speculate, but I could probably say there might be, I don't know, a percentage or maybe a shred of it happening, but I mean, who knows? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'd be fucking like paying them fucking hookers and you know, fuck, that'd be, hell yeah, dude. I mean, come on, I would use that opportunity to exploit it.
Yeah.
Bitches love visuals, right? So Pop Culture Warrior's in there. Aren't you like Pop Culture Warrior? What the fuck? Aren't you like supposed to be on a vacation? CQ's like talking like, I talked to him today. We were talking about some stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna be like taking off, and I don't know how many time, and I'm gonna be out. I might be out in the water, and wherever we get shitty reception." I go, oh, exactly that, Jackie. There were some nukes around there. There were some nukes around that area where. So let me just catch you up. Everybody know that there was an attempted, don't even want to call it a rebellion or something like that, or call it like Prigozhin says, it's only a protest.
It was a protest.
It's only a protest.
It was a very loud protest.
That's a very loud. It was a pretty loud protest, but we brought some extra vehicles that probably weighed several tons that shoot bang bangs at. And don't mind us taking over the Ministry of Defense in that area because it was, it was a protest.
Yeah. Well, they needed to send a visual, and as we've stated multiple times now, bitches need visuals.
Yeah, bitches. Yep, they do. Definitely about the visuals.
Part of the protest.
So Russian President Vladimir Putin and Wagner boss Prigozhin have both broken their silence and said that after the paramilitary group's short-lived and chaotic insurrection at the weekend threw the country in almost uncertainty in what the Russian leader calls a betrayal of the country.
Yeah.
In a brief address to the nation on today, this is like happening right now, Putin said that Wagner fighters made the right decision by halting their advance, adding that an armed rebellion would have been suppressed anyways. Huh?
Oh.
Okay. Those forces now that would have had the opportunity to sign a contract with Russia's Ministry of Defense and other law enforcement agencies to return to your family and friends. He said that he added that fighters could opt to go to Belarus, where Prigozhin is expected to go per a deal.
Wow.
Brokered by the Belarus, the guys that are banned us, by the way, we're banned in Belarus. But by Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko. I purposely fuck up the bad Russians' names just because they get pissed off, and I'll get a DM saying that's not how you pronounce my name. Blah blah blah. If it's somebody that I respect, it's got a Slavic last name, I'll work on it. Okay. But if it's Ivan, fuck them. Putin did not, of course, mention Prigozhin by name, but accused the organizers of the rebellion of betraying their country, their people, and also betrayed those who were drawn into the crime. It's a crime, Massey.
Yeah. It's treason, man.
I'm gonna say, man, if you're rolling up to Moscow in vehicles that was provided by the Russian government that you got, and you're shooting down command and control planes and Russian army helicopters, ain't no fucking that's one hell of a protest. I mean,
some people would call that a contract renegotiation.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah, maybe we're a stalemate that Russia's enemies wanted, he said in a 5-minute speech. And this is from the what fucking news agency am I grabbing this from? I got this from CNN. Okay, there you go. CNN's been doing some changes, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And he said that in a 5-minute speech appearing before pre-recorded from inside the Kremlin, according to the Russian state media TASS. TASS. Yeah. TASS. The address came as soon as Prigozhin made his own comment saying that he canceled the uprising had been it was a protest. He said it was a protest.
Yeah. The uprising was offensive.
Rather than, it wasn't really a real attempt to topple the government. It was a legit protest. He said that the purpose of the march was to prevent the destruction of PMC Wagner and to bring justice those who, through their unprofessional actions, made a huge number of mistakes during this special military operation. He's talking about probably Ukraine.
Yeah.
Of course, special military operations, what Ivan's fucking byline is for what they're doing, for the invasion of fucking Ukraine. Troops from his primary PMC, I'm gonna say PMC. For all you Call of Duty players, you know what PMC is. Private military group or contractor seized control of a military base and moved a convoy towards the Russia's capital on Saturday. And no wonder, man, I was like, man, fucking, it was so quiet. I'm sitting there hanging out, listening to George Strait concert and shit.
You're balls deep in George Strait.
Exactly, hanging out with bitches. That's why I was like, everyone was like, you know what's going on in Russia? I'm like, something happened in Russia? You know, whatever.
I was following it and I was like, this shit's all over the place, man. Like hour by hour. I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, it was fucking, I'll be honest with you. I personally, that's what they get. That's everyone's saying that if you could have gone on certain websites and social media platforms and you're able to watch their progress, and people are like, oh man, I'm doing this following. Really? That's cool. I'm hanging out with George Strait. March was called off when Lukashenko's deal was struck, and that's the president of Belarus. But he said that it was like Putin addressed the country,
right?
And questions remain. Prigozhin's whereabouts and the future of Russia's war with Ukraine. An advisor to Ukraine's presidential administration mocked Putin's address, insinuating that the short speech didn't seem to determine the future of Russia, as a Kremlin spokesman reportedly said it would.
Yeah.
He also said that it was a truly epochal address. Epochal. These big words here. That determined the future of Russia. Involuntary put an end to his own subjectivity. Doubts are finally dispelled. Russia's waiting for the new president. Ooh, I wonder what that means. Russia State Television 24. I got booted from that one of their websites for shit posting in there too. They do really good IP banning.
Moderation.
Yep. They determined the fate of Russia, and they wish Kremlin's press service later denied. CNN has reached out to the Kremlin regarding the discrepancy. And I'll be honest with you. This would have been the opportunity for fucking Ukraine to have followed them, acted like them, and then kept rolling to Moscow. And that's what I would have done. You want to talk about putting my PSYOP hat and you know, whatever. Or what my COA analysis, my course of action analysis would have been, or what would I would have done? How would I would have done this? I would have gotten the Ukrainian military to roll with Wagner as if they were part of them. Like I would have been like rolling behind them. So if there was like 20 vehicles, roll a couple extra tanks behind them and shit like that. Acted like I was Wagner, and then laid siege to the motherfucker, man. I'd have been like, man, I would have just rolled in there and just started launching shit, shooting shit down, blowing shit up, and then go right back across the border.
Yeah. It's crazy. It was such a flurry of activity in 3 days.
Yeah. Well, no shit.
Yeah. Fucking
It was like what fucking, it was like legit, 24 hours, like 24 to 40, almost 48 hours of straight moving, action, and all that. Now, here's the thing that trips me the fuck out.
Okay.
Our intel services suck. No one's going to warn anybody. No one's going to say anything about that. No one's going to like, hey, you know, you're like suck. I mean, it's almost, I feel like the same way with how Afghanistan fell.
Yeah.
It's like we underestimated the Taliban so much that our estimates, it's not going to be for like another 6 months or blah, blah, blah before they come over. And they end up fucking just like steamrolling over Afghanistan. So
it's weird though. Like it doesn't feel like the whole story is obviously not out there, right? Like
right.
Whatever's going on, I mean, there's a lot of like that doesn't make a whole lot of practical sense, you know. And I'm sure more shit's going to come out over the coming days, but as of now, like the whole situation, it's like you said that him being like, oh no, it's just a protest. It was like this quick flurry. Like we went ahead and took 25,000 troops, went ahead and advanced them up to. An hour outside of Moscow. We just shot down a few helicopters, but we're done now. We're good. We're just kidding.
It was a protest, you know, and come to find out that Prigozhin was fucking hoarding ammo that he said that he was not getting.
Yeah,
he was literally on social media saying, you get better intel off the Twitter. Yeah, you get better intel off of Twitter, Telegram, and Reddit,
and TikTok now.
TikTok. Yeah. That was one. I did get a TikTok link. Which I mean, so what's up? What's up, Intel community? You're like, are we? You know, sometimes I feel like our services, our Intel community, or hell, just the military in general, we go what we call analysis paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
Like we overdo the analysis of a lot of intelligence, or we do a lot of mission analysis over and over to the point that term analysis paralysis is because we don't know, we can't stop. It's almost like an ADHD type. We don't know when to fucking quit. We don't know. We OCD the fucking shit too fucking much. I mean, D-Day, the op order for D-Day with objectives was like a 1-pager, I think.
Yeah.
And then the airborne guys just had to memorize a map and that's it, you know, and then they were there. I say the airborne guys because that was it, but they can't, but we can't just, for some reason, I don't know why is it that we're finding out about on TikTok, we're finding out about this on Telegram, we're finding out about this on Instagram, we're finding out about this on Twitter, when we're supposed to have had one of those, I don't know, we're supposed to have those intel people that fucking supposed to tell us, oh, wait, look, Russia's Prigozhin was doing this. Or maybe we did know and didn't want to tell it because we wanted to see shit burn.
Yeah. And I don't know. I always have the philosophy of And I was never in any type of intelligence wise, but my vibe has always been that we're way more involved in shit you don't think we're involved in, and way less involved in things that you think we would be involved in than the average person. And the information is going to get disseminated as is advantageous for the most part to the American populace, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna know what's whatever. So,
well, being my yeah, no, you're right. Being in my former line of work, that I've had to do things that, yeah, you're right. There's some things that are out there that you could probably not know about or not know what's going on. Yeah. And let me go see. One of our friends sent a screenshot of another friend of mine. Here, let me see. Let's see how that reply all's doing.
I love it. I love it.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that. 15,000 unread emails from my good friend Ryan Kranz down at Fort Benning, or Fort Moore. I'm sorry. Man.
That's great.
Yeah, that's nuts. I mean, do we have the infrastructure to even, never mind. I'm just pissed off because I just read a tweet right now from the fucking from the president, and I'm like talking about how the internet is infrastructure and everybody should have free internet. I like how everyone should be getting free shit without following through of the other free shit that was promised. Like, I don't know, this might be the progressive or the liberal in me or whatever you want to call it or whatever. Free lunches.
Mm-hmm.
I think free lunches. I think we should. I think no kid should not do without breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
So I think all schools should have free lunches. And everyone says that's a progressive bullshit, or that's liberal shit, or that's woke. There we go with that term, woke. But why? Some of the individuals that are actually saying that shit are in the poverty line anyways to fucking receive it. So I don't understand.
Yeah.
That I don't get it. So.
Yep. I'd be more inclined to want to pay extra taxes on my car if it was going to feed fucking kids.
If it was going to feed kids, yes, exactly that. Or like if you have fucking those some of the states that have medicinal marijuana or recreational marijuana, why isn't anybody fucking spending why isn't anybody fucking using that money for the roads, or using that money for kids free? Man, if I was, again, here we go. Here's what I'm talking about running for office. If I was a governor of a state that just legalized marijuana recreationally and medicinally, I would stop the funding to go to wherever, but to feed the kids, fix the roads, and then keep the change to wherever it needs to go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. Kids don't vote. Yeah,
and unpopular opinion, you could fund 90% of those things by just taxing churches. Just saying.
But just saying. I'm about to say that churches are getting away with some shit, bro.
Tax the churches, man. Anything over like a congregation of 1,000, tax the shit out of them. Use it to pay for all these programs that you don't want to pay for.
But Joe Osteen won't get his fucking Ferrari, bro, if you do that.
It's true. It's true. And I hate that the God won't bless him for that.
Old comedian Paul Rodriguez said, "The Lord told me to get a Ferrari from you people." But no, you're right. You can't step into the middle of politics as a fucking religious organization.
Yep. And I'm not picking on solely Christian churches, by the way. Any religious organization over however many people,
But do you see that with fucking mosques, though? Do you see that with fucking synagogues, though? Do you see them? You know what I mean? There's not. You see the televangelists, the mega churches guys, and they're just like throwing it out. They're
just flagrant. It's flagrant.
It's like, they're just like freaking they're just throwing that avarice out there. Blah, you're seeing all this fucking mega church buildings with crystal things, stuff like that. And then next thing you know, you see them get in their car. Oh, I got to fly in my private jet to go do this because the Lord told me. I'm not bashing religion at all. But you don't see the Muslim community or the Jewish community flaunting it like that. I think it's more, and that's another thing too. When Joel Osteen had that issue when there was flooding in fucking Texas, and he closed off the fucking doors to one of his churches when people were trying to escape there, that's fucked up. I guarantee it. Muslim and mosques and synagogues weren't doing that in Texas. They were opening their fucking doors and providing. That's why.
I'm just equal opportunities. All I'm saying. If you're going to tax one religious organization, you got to tax all the religious organizations.
Right. No, well, I'm saying it. Well, part of it, how would say like a partial tax or partial stuff. Like if you're, if you're like, you want to get the write-off and shit like that, you want to get the write-off of, not really a tax write-off. I don't want to call it because if they could provide to the community, like for instance, if a church donated, and you don't see Joel Olston doing this shit. There you go, Pooks. Right, exactly that. Mattress Mac was doing a better job than a mega church.
Well, I pissed off a really good friend of mine. I shouldn't. Somebody I'd known for a very long time. I pissed off once, and I was like, because they were bitching about taxes, welfare, all that stuff. I was like, you realize that if the American church, as a whole, I'm using a big blanket term here,
right,
had done their job, you wouldn't need welfare. You wouldn't need any type of food stamps at all, because all the hungry would be fed with the money that's coming into the American mega.
The tithes, tithes and offerings. Oh, okay, tithes and offerings. Okay, so my biggest thing is when they get involved in fucking hospitals.
Yeah,
like there's only one, like St. Jude's Church, Children's Hospital out in Memphis, Tennessee. That right there, when it comes to No Shave November, I always donate to St. Jude's.
Yeah,
because because they're working on helping research to cure cancer for kids, pediatric cancer, and they're working on the parents not have to worry about incurring any costs while they're staying there for this treatment.
Yeah, yep.
I don't understand why a Saint Francis or a Saint whatever or Kaiser Permanente or any of those other fucking religious backed stuff are into the corporation of being in the hospital business. It's almost like, wait a minute. If over a percentage of your organization's income before staff, then they should be tax exempt. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what we're saying, Patrick. It basically is like, for instance, if I'm a leader of a church, me and Massey are the elders of a church. There we go. We got our own religious going. The bitches love visuals. But if all the money, instead of being like Joel Osteen and building a goddamn glass, cathedral, crystal cathedral, like fucking the 700 Club and all those guys, instead of doing that, and they paid for, that's what I would do. If I was a religious figure like that, I would just be paying. What, kids don't fucking have free lunch and free breakfast? Bam! I just injected into the school system, in their accounts. Every single student will not go hungry and will have lunch and breakfast, except for the detention kids.
Dude, if we had a church, we would feed kids and we would not fuck kids. It would be the perfect church. It would be the perfect church.
Hot, spicy. Ooh, spicy on the mic there. Holy shit. You must be talking about Catholicism.
I'm talking about all of it.
Every group has had those child molestation, those groups. We could go whatever. We could talk about whatever community you want. They are going to have some, even to include. Let's go into the Republicans. Let's go into the Democrats. Let's go into whatever community you have. Shit, BYU, Brigham Young University.
Yeah,
BYU. That's another thing too. We gonna talk shit about the Mormons? Am I gonna get fucking we're gonna get zucked if we talk about Mormons?
All of them, man. I don't give a fuck.
No, I was saying fucking Mormons and shit, because I know Mormons are they're like Scientologists. No wonder Tom Cruise didn't want us to fucking promote Top Gun Maverick, because we were shit posting on Scientology a while back. Yeah, exactly that. Isn't that an oxymoron? A church building a hospital. Doctors are actually trying to prevent. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though, Pip. That's the thing that I'm saying. Is like, if you're in the corporation business as a church, then you should have to lose some of your tax exemption rights when it comes to that. Because I'm going to say right now, doing your fair share or whatever, everyone, that's the only group that I kind of hate on. I shouldn't say hate on, but that's the only group that I look at going, dude, you sit there and say you're doing the Lord's work. You're sitting there saying you're doing stuff for the Lord, and you're saying you're doing stuff for the community and gathering the flock and protecting the flock and all that. Well, you know what? Your flock has kids that don't eat lunch.
Yep.
Because their parents can afford it.
Yep.
So a Catholic priest, a Jewish rabbi walk into a bar. I've got a great joke. That's usually that's old school jokes that used to see in comedian cell. Yeah. So a Catholic priest, a Jewish rabbi, and an imam walked into a bar. But that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, hey, churches, pull. Hey, fucking, you want to talk about the
your weight.
pulpit? Yeah, flex that, man. If I would be like an arrogant. I'd be like an arrogant clergy too. The Lord said what? No, the Lord said I need to make sure that all these kids didn't go hungry. Bam. Here's $2 million in several districts around the fucking state that deserved to get, bam. No, we're not building the mega church. The mega church is going to be a quasi processing center for homeless, the homeless. So that way the homeless individuals can get off we'll have a transition program from the streets to the house. Yeah, we'll make sure we have job programs and we'll have assistance for them. Bam.
Yep. And there's some of that exists. It's just not as much as should be around there.
As a matter of fact, as part of this program with the WTF Nation Church of Ice and Massey, we would also have daycare services, so that way when parents are out looking for work, they have somebody responsible to watch their children while they're out, and they will get free food. You ain't spend a dime. It's all free.
Yeah. Vetted professionals to watch.
Vetted professionals, exactly that. Goddamn eunuchs and shit. So that way fucking supervise with fucking with bikers. We'll have some leaders of we will include all of the Lord's flock, like the Hell's Angels.
Yeah.
I'm not advocate. No, I mean, like I have a couple 1%er motorcycle clubs. Watch over the kids. I guarantee it. You ain't gonna hear about any fucking drama happening then in the Lord of in the house of Ice and Massey. Because I'm telling you, man, it's fucked up. When you read some of the news and you see some of these guys, you see more about what they're fucking up with than you see about what they've been doing for their community.
Yeah, 100%.
All the scandals that they have.
Yeah.
Unless don't go to Gastonia, North Carolina, and don't do homeless shelters of feeding the needy because you'll get fined into oblivion. Yeah, we need to get Spike Cohen back on here to shoot the shit about this stuff, because this kind of I think I already did talk about that. Yeah, the Gastonia Police Department. We did talk about that. That's right. Pookie. It was on Friday Night Freedom. But yeah, you never see you never hear about this shit in the fucking. I get fucking frustrated when I see how everyone's like, oh well, internet is infrastructure. Bitch, you know how much it costs to pay for internet? Like right now.
Yeah.
The internet power to push this program here isn't cheap.
Yeah.
So how do you propose we do that? How do you propose we say the internet is infrastructure?
I vote Democrat, and that's how.
Damn, okay.
I'm just saying that's how I would pay for it, right? As I would just...
Well, I mean, it's funny is that everyone always I have a friend of mine who calls me a Blade Runner. Like I'm a Blade Runner because I will be finite on specific issues that will belong to the progressives or will belong to the conservatives, because they're all fucking fringe now. There's no such thing as fucking one. You can't say moderate anymore, because the piles of arguments will say, no, you need to be this way, you need to be that way.
Right. 100%.
So I hate going back and forth, but you're right. There's some initiatives that I will vote for, and it just so happens to be a Democrat, then I'll fucking vote for it. Yeah. If it's something that happens to be Republican, which I'm not really finding any two Republican initiatives right now that are fucking helpful.
Right.
Because I'll be honest with you, I'm just tired of seeing, and I'm sure a lot of the American people, the veteran community is tired of seeing, that when someone runs for office, we're going to run for office, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then their term's about ready to end, and they've not done what they have said they were going to do to get them elected.
Right.
That's what pisses me off the most.
Or even tried.
Right.
Or even tried.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I was kidding about the voting Democrat, being facetious there.
No, actually, but I do. I mean, I'll admit, I vote. Man, my voting card is about as open as a relationship. Fucking polyamorous, whatever you want, whatever non-binary bullshit that people want to get, whatever the new pronoun is for that. That's how my voting is. If it's good, and I just so happens to be
it's a they them ballot.
It's a they them ballot. Exactly that. They them ballot.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'll fucking see something that's I believe in this. This is so cool. Oh shit, it's a Democrat. Doesn't matter. Fucking I like this proposal.
Right.
Oh shit, this is cool. This is coming from a conservative. Oh shit, I'll vote that.
Yeah.
Now if there's complete train wrecks that I want to make sure they don't come into office, whether they're Republican or Democrat, I'll vote against their against them. So this station is so expensive that a fan's body hair was sacrificed on air for boats and hose fun. Yes. Somebody did for charity for the station. We did a funding drive, and The individual was waxed.
Oh, nice.
It was waxed.
I lost the contest and had to get waxed on the old show.
Bro, if I get waxed, you're gonna need like 5-gallon buckets.
Yeah,
just for like one portion of my chest because I'm hairy.
Yeah.
So
Dude, we had a weight loss contest, right? And it was whoever could lose the most weight in however many days, loser got waxed, or whatever. And I lost by like an eighth of a pound. Like I barely fucking lost. I was so pissed, and it was a rough day because I'm a moderately hairy dude. The butthole was absolutely the worst. I'm gonna throw that out there. It was.
You waxed your ass? Are you?
Oh, dude, it was shoulders down, full body.
Oh, bro, you could not get me. Nah, man.
It was a bad day.
No, you cannot. no.
Yeah, we did it live on the show too. The waxing. He came on and did it and did the show while I was getting. It was bad. It was a bad time. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Not fun. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend the ass waxing. But teach their own.
Yeah. To each their own. Holy shit. Ouch. Okay. So fuck, dude. It's already almost time to go. Gotta roll. We gotta roll out. We gotta roll the fuck out. We gotta roll out. Who's this? Oh shit. Lemurio Store Org Spellcaster to bring back an ex-lover. I'm gonna troll your ass. Why the hell do you want to bring back an ex-lover to use some sort of spell? I would have used that spell to fucking drive the fuckers away further.
Forever.
What are you talking about? Dropping WhatsApp shit in there, fucking Lemurio. Why the hell do I want to spell cast it on somebody to bring them back? If they were gone and they left, I don't want them to fucking come back.
Yeah, this is true. I feel like a lot of people have a hard time with that in general. They really cling on to exes as opposed to just being like, oh, they're fucking gone. Be done with it.
Well, I mean, that's a whole other fucking conversation. That's another hour of the show we could get into when it comes to relationships. But the point being is like, why the fuck would I want to have somebody put a spell on someone to come back to me after they either A, ghosted me, dumped me, cheated on me, or fucking, or the relationship didn't work out, or was heated, or was a divorce. Man, Lemurio, wrong. Wrong, Lemurio.
Yeah.
I don't think, as a matter of fact, while I'm doing this housekeeping stuff, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to block your ass.
Block him.
Do it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to the site. Hang on. You might hear a little bit of dropping WhatsApp shit in there.
Look, Phil said to wax me right now. Or right meow, excuse me.
There we go. I'm gonna ban him. I'm gonna ban Lemurio from the page.
That's a great name though. Lemurio.
Lemurio Store Org. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. You've been removed. Gone.
You've been deported, sir.
You've been kicked out of this holy time by the Church of Ice and Massey. At our temple of WTF Nation.
Excommunication.
Yeah, you've been out of there. I don't want no fucking spell. Yeah, you want to have a spell, blah, blah. Man, fuck that. I will not. Nah. Well, one day we'll get into the what the fuck happened or whatever. We'll get into relationship drama later, way back in the time. But yeah, man, fuck that, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah. I'm on my third marriage because I am fucking awesome at relationships.
Well, bro, I mean, it's funny because how do I know your relationship is going bad? Is when your bros send you the same text message of the bitch that you're with, fucking saying the same shit. That's how you know your fucking relationship's not going good.
Yeah,
I could go into fucking, I could go into fucking man. Ooh, narcissists unite. Exactly, Heath. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck
Love
that. Yeah. Now you got me on a fucking I'm gonna fucking, drink a couple shots after this fucking show. Dick. You want me to bring him back, bro? If you man, you don't want to know my fucking story. Holy shit. You ended up watching TikTok? Which TikTok?
Which TikTok?
Which TikTok, man?
TikTok. Yeah.
I'm just telling you, man, it's like fucking
full of fucking crystals and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, your fucking chakra's not aligned or something like that, and you're gonna no. I'm fine with my chakras. I've already had individual. So that's the thing too. It's usually when you're the nice guy and all this other shit. Like I said, how do you know a relationship is going bad? Is when 3 of your bros, we all get together in a group chat and compare fucking screenshots and shit like that. People who know. That's like, yeah. Oh, did she say this? Oh yeah, man, she said this. Oh, no shit. This is what she told me. Bro, this is what she told me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have been in situations like that, and man, kings don't kiss and tell. See, that's my thing. I don't believe in, like you said, once you're done, why the fuck would you want to cast a spell to fucking see them again? You know what I mean? Why the fuck no.
No.
So, anyways, this is the Monday edition right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the graphics up. To show the and it's only gonna show me. So Massey, you're still here. I just don't leave. All right. So this is the Monday edition right now. You're listening to myself and Massey, other rotating guest co-hosts forthcoming. And then tomorrow is not going to be a show because CQ is out. CQ is out for a couple of podcast days and won't be back until after it's after 4th of July. So Pop Culture Warrior is not going to be a no-show. However, you ain't lying, Pip. Those conversations can be sobering, very sobering. And you can also see who your bros and who are the ones that were willing to stab you in the fucking back, man. I feel you, brother. I feel you. So there's not going to be a Pop Culture Warrior show until after until the 11th, and that 11th is going to be David Hayter, the voice of Solid Snake on Metal Gear Solid. He is going to be coming on, and we got Darian Lay, who was a guest on the Smoke Pit. Was a guest on the Monday edition, my show. And she's going to come on with breaking out a new album, and she's going to talk to the Smoke Pit gang and all that. Great guest, great person, great kid. Fucking, I shouldn't say kid. When they're growing up, you saying star, but I don't know. I'm old, so. Thought Be Gone, Fireball. No, that's not Darian, dude. Darian's good people. She's good people. Great singing voice. God, she's a fucking rock star. And then we got a guest coming back, unconfirmed. Oh, okay. I'll hold. All right, I won't release that. Never mind. Disregard. So the whole month of July is already. We got a 4-day weekend coming up at the end of this week for 4th of July, and I will of course be here. I won't be here for the 4th of July weekend, so we're off, Massey. We're off. We're not dicking around on the 4th of July. Fuck that. 4th of July weekend, it's time to fucking cook up some chow and get the rockets going and explosives rocking out and going to the range and shit. So, so that will be for the 4th of July weekend. But of course, we still have the Smoke Pit happening on Wednesday. We have Sergeant's Time happening on Thursday. It's a bye week for Friday Night Freedom. And don't worry, we got the fucking sports bar. I'm about ready to drop classified deets. It's hard for me to fucking, again, I don't like talking about people once it's over. And once I'm done with a relationship or I'm done with somebody or done with whatever, I don't want to give that individual airtime. I don't want to give that individual thought time. No pun intended. So I kind of just like blow it off and whatever. I don't like getting into details. I think maybe one day if I get in an angry bender or my mind starts going, or maybe if I catch Alzheimer's or something, then maybe I'll fucking just like be disgruntled. And that's when I want to burn everything down, I guess. Maybe we'll talk about it. But anyways, so for the whole month of July, we got some good guests coming up. And of course we got the 4th of July weekend. I love me some 4th of July. I will not be on air on Monday. So let's get that clear. Will not be here on Monday. So Monday, tomorrow's no show for Pop Culture Warrior. Wednesday's Darian Lay with the Smoke Pit. Thursday's Sergeant's Time with moi. And then Friday Night Freedom's got a bye week. However, if you look at all the other socials that we have, stay tuned on WTF Moments or WTF Nation Radio. On the time slot that radio is normally playing, we'll normally put some graphics or put some events and stuff like that of what we're doing. Also, don't forget, I told you guys we're on Kick. So you want to get on Kick and check out all the all the new. It's a new streaming thing. It's pretty cool. I'm not saying we quit Twitch. We've not quit. We have not quit Twitch. We're just trying a new platform and see what's happening. But yeah, let's see. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to look at something else. Oh yeah, real quick. And for 4th of July. Okay. How do I say this? When we have 4th of July or New Year's, do you get the ass when somebody's launching fireworks or something like that, or somebody gets pissed off about that? Do you get upset when somebody does that?
No.
Does it bother you when do you like have a a large explosion happening and stuff like that, do you get like triggered, or you get like some sort of flashback?
Not personally. I do not. I know a few folks that do, but I do not personally.
All right. Well, this is going to be posted back on Sergeant's Time, but just to let you guys know, this is when you call 911, and this is when you don't call 911. So this is the no column. No calling 911 when people are setting off fireworks. No calling 911 when fireworks debris is landing in my yard. No calling 911 when the wife is too upset to sleep. And no calling 911 when the cat is upset and hiding.
Yeah.
Now, you do call 911 when people just set their house on fire. You do call 911 when body parts are in your yard. And you do call 911 when your wife doesn't wake up.
Do you?
Ooh.
Sorry, continue.
We're still on the sharing fucking screenshots and DMs from the same chicks, right?
Continue.
Yeah, continue. The bitches would never do that to me. I like the bitches, but I'm just saying the thoughts, I guess you would say. But yes, do call 911 if your cat is shooting back. Okay. This was posted, and then Offutt Air Force Base said, side note, if your cat or another pet is shooting back, please take some video or pics. We want to see that. Depending on their aim, recruiters might be interested too. Stay safe out there.
Nice.
And we want to see, we also want to see if your pets, cats, dogs, birds, then go ahead and send that to us in the inbox, and be careful not to engage cats, because cats are assholes.
They are. Have you seen the meme that that says your dog isn't afraid of fireworks, he just hates freedom?
Yeah.
Get a new dog.
No, I've not seen that meme. Oh yeah. So, by the way, send the WTF Nation or WTF Nation Radio on their Facebook page, or WTF Nation Radio for memes. For 4th of July meme. Last year we posted every hour. We posted fucking freedom memes, and there was nothing but. From the midnight of 4th of July until midnight the 5th of July, there was nothing but there was memes every hour.
Fantastic.
And so, yeah, exactly that. Well, here's my thing about cats, though. A cat bops, like I was telling the guys in the chat. A cat bops somebody in the face, and everyone thinks it's cute. I bop somebody in the face, and I'm an asshole. So,
yeah, I understand. Double standards,
man. It's fucked up. And I can slowly start relating to cats, though, not wanting to fucking put up with their shit or whatever.
Your pronouns just need to be mew meow.
Mew meow. Dude, you're on that pronoun kick big time. Okay, yeah, people's like, I'm still not calling if the cat's shooting. It's a declaration of war. Now, okay, one last thing. We got some people in here. Oh, okay. Somebody's joking. I was about ready to roast somebody, but they made a joke, so it was not a serious comment. So I will retract my claws and put away my. And one day I'll do drunk out, but we're going to say one day I'll do I used to do a segment called the Manly Minute, and I was just sitting there talking about relationships and chivalry. One day I'm going to do a drunk manly minute, and I'm going to be like drunk history, and it'll be savage. But anyways,
good times.
Thank you all for hanging out. Thanks, Massey, once again, brother, for shooting the shit and
thanks for having me, man.
And hanging out. And again, don't forget. You just heard me say that. I'm not gonna repeat all that shit, but you know the schedule. Pay attention, follow the socials. You'll see what's up. And with that, y'all have a good night. Shots. See you.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Я батько. Я молодший брат.
Я водій маршрутки. Я скоро одружуся. Я фанат Шахтера.
Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист. Я свидетель на свадьбе.
Дядя Юра, таксист. Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма. Я кращий друг зі школи. Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.
The horse, with beauty unsurpassed, strength immeasurable, and grace unlike any other, still remains humble enough to carry a man upon its back. When a service member or first responder takes an oath, he or she has mentally and physically committed themselves with self-sacrifice. From the front lines abroad to the very streets you live on in America, they protect. This oath is non-refundable and it is lifelong. Facing unimaginable dangers and unseen scars, these grounds are a place to recover and face any challenges head-on. As veterans and first responders ourselves, we know that battle all too well. From a simple talk with a friend on horseback to an entire debrief in the barn, this sanctuary has seen recovery take place time and time again. No hour of life is wasted that is spent in a saddle. The way we approach change isn't a new phenomenon. This animal has been with humans over 5,000 years. If you've ever been around a horse for long enough, you'll feel that thing, that electric trust. In that moment, nothing else is in your mind. When they turn into you, it's like the world disappears. We harness that moment to build skills off of. Repurposing requires flexibility, adaptability, and the willingness to challenge assumptions and conventional thinking. This approach can be applied to many areas in life, including business, education, and personal growth. To ride a horse is to fly without wings. This lesson and skills learned at War Horses will help reintegrate back into daily life. You'll learn coping mechanisms, improve communication skills, trust and confidence that will help reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. These tools can be used every day to navigate life and take on many challenges. This may involve practicing mindfulness, setting boundaries, improving communication with loved ones. Transitioning back to society is hard on your own. And when you're at War Horses, you're family. And families solve problems together.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.